Alright, hello players, hello viewers, and good evening everyone. Welcome to 1K Mania World Cup 2024. It's going to be a round of 16 stage, and we only have 3 matches that has been played so far, so all of the next few hours will be jam-packed with matches. And the first one is going to be China versus Germany A, and the second one will be Japan versus the 16 seed. But we'll be streaming China versus Germany A, and yeah, it's a third seed versus 14th map seed, which is a little bit closer than the other seedings. Yes, it's going to be me, YonGin, Taiko player, casting this match. I'm solo casting, so bear with me because I'm not too well on mania stuff. But yes, it's gonna be an extremely good Chinese team against Germany A team. And honestly, despite me being a Taiko player, I have heard of at least like half of these players, and actually 80% of all of these players. But unfortunately, Germany A is saying that they don't have enough players for now, so I have no idea can they even play. But technically, Rock On said there were 2 players online for now, which is going to be that no name boy and YLA Arakium. So there will be 2 players for Germany team. And honestly, it's the 2 players that hasn't been playing much maps for the team, and that's not looking too well. Not the 2 players, that no name boy hasn't played quite a bit, but the other players has not been playing quite a bit for the team. So it's not looking too hot for the Germany A team. And their big player being Punish, which is kind of a known player, and I would say in almost every mode, not just Mania. He can play 6-star maps in catch, very high skill cap, and he can also play high skill cap maps in Taiko as well. So a player that is basically able to play almost every mode, but Mania is definitely his main mode, and he's really good at just flat out accuracy, skill cap and such. So definitely a player to look out for, but I'm not too sure is he here. A second player for the Germany team is ELA Survey, which is Survey. I've also at least heard of this player. Face him in quite a bit of different tournaments, but once again, his main prominent mode will be also Mania, and he can particularly play speed cap maps again, mostly speed cap maps. Rise, and he performs really well on it. Only because it's probably like SV. I'm not too sure about his SV ability and his non-looks ability. I could be wrong, but usually they swap out players. And am I hearing a Thomas CQY cover? Yes, we are. And speaking of the rest of Germany team, we do have Medium Cac, which is also another ELA member, and Arakium, which these 2 hasn't been playing too much for the pool for most of the match for Germany A, so might not be looking too hot for the Germany A team. But we do have our Chinese team over here, and all of these players from the Chinese team is a Taiko player, so I definitely have heard of these players before. Minato, we love you. Minato was originally a Mania player and an extremely high skill cap Mania player, able to single tap 350 BPMs in Taiko as well. So this guy is good at the game. And then outside of Minato, we do have Okura, Red Sauna, which is a gimmick player. And then we have Formless as well, which is also a gimmick player in Taiko. But Okura in general, not the best in terms of speed. He hates playing speed, but he can play hidden Hard Rock's gimmick Farewell in Taiko, and I suspect that he will just play for mostly long maps and SV maps. Formless, also a gimmick play in Taiko, probably similar skill set as Okura, but he has speed instead. Rest of the 2 players we have Lies, I'm not trying to pronounce that name, and Lube01, which is also 2 taiko players. So a lot of taiko play, a complete taiko team for Chinese team, with Minato leading their team, looking a very strong team. And of course we have the Thomas CQY warm-up, which is again a taiko player in China, and then he makes a lot of funny covers, and this is one of them. And he is a very high accuracy player as well. And we're gonna get into a banger of the South. One key chart by Lice. It's a cover of Asuku X66 and Hatsune Miku-san. This is just too good, I don't want to say anything. Joke format, definitely. We still don't know, does Germany A have the complete roster even playing? We're just showcasing Thomas CQI song and warm up. Specifically made for a tournament. And we are seeing Okura winning the battle so far. That no lane bomb's gonna miss. The battle between Okura and Minato. Minato finds a break. Looks like Okura and Farmers really practice this map. Still on the FC and the really amazing ratio from Okura. 99.7.4. A burst over there, and one finds a break. That's a certified banger from Thomas CQI. Another break from that no-name boy. The only Germany player on our screen. So he probably hasn't played this map before. Another break from the London session. SV must have been tripping up a little bit. We still have 1 more minute left for them to us on. Another burst session. Opera finds a break. Tomna should be able to overtake him now. But his accuracy of Okura is impressive. So is Minato, now taking over Okura as the top accuracy. We are on the final course of the song. We'll probably laugh in the middle of the song and this. On to the final slider, and with that, we'll be ending the banger. Top score from Formless because the FC. Good job. Minato and Okura with the impressive ratio. And with that no-name boy saying that they might be screwed, it's looking like Germany A is in such a rough position to even have players who participate in the match. The passionate act hero comes to Ozu 1 year after Taiko Fish the supernova Thomas CQY, who is gloriously on the cover stage. It's the son of Taiko Senpai God. The cruel and ruthless super singer Kawaii Chariot will lead China to sweep the world and sweep the Osu Taiko mapping circle. The bungee swan Taiko Thomas CQY is better at bungee jumping than the society. Wherever he goes, there is no grass. I do believe there's a copy pasta from Thomas CQY. I do believe they are possibly doing participating in Osu Taiko Mapping World Cup, which is going to be starting soon. And Thomas CQY maybe gonna be on a team, and that's why they made that funny joke. And we do have ELA Arakium here, so we do have 2 players on both teams. And the first thing that Arakium asks is, Arakim is asking everyone's be sure to everyone. I got our warm up. A Punish map. And 321 BPM on a 9.59 star. Alright, I guess there's no more meme now. The meme is gone, we are serious. And the map file is apparently very big. BPM of 321, so we're gonna see some bursts here. Minato can single tap 321 BPM. And he's saying that he cannot download the map. Not he cannot download the map, he just said players cannot download the map. And then spectate. So I don't know when we start the map. I'm punishing the chat. Are saying that this map is supposed to play with auto. And Punish is not at home apparently. Alright, well, we're into the map. 112 300 PBM. Japan can double FC. I believe in Grape T. Actually, I'm not too sure who is the highest skill cap here. It's probably Minato, given that how he has played Nightmare Cup in China before. And he actually won the tournament, so all eyes on him. But since like everyone is dying, it's actually Formless with the highest skill cap. Okay, look at him go, 77%. A lot of breaks from players. Another burst session, and that really dropped down to Okura's score. That no-name boy is actually beating out Okura. So he's beating a Chinese player for now. The lone German player on both teams. On both sides. Burst over there, making everyone finding a drop. This is just a very rough map. Another burst. And yeah, this is rough. Formless. What are you doing, buddy? Okay. I don't think these bursts are even playable. Alright, nice star map. And then Minato actually dropping down below that no-name boy. So that no-name boy is now beating up both the top two players second place in the lobby for now. And then into the stream section, everyone is dying. Even my Discord client is dying from the burst sound. This is just a rough map. And very funny patterning. Just killing absolutely everyone in the board. Formless with the highest score, closely touching 60%. Impressive accuracy from him. And that no-name boy being in second place. Closely followed by Minato. Both of them basically cannot play much of the map. And Okura, like I said, some like playing speed and 321 BPM can say goodbye to the map. So yeah. We see Formless actually pass at least like 3 times in the map. So that's actually quite crazy. We do have a very high skill cap player from the Chinese team. And you get Rose 23 from Minato, 62 from Arakium. So China will be banning first. And Germany A will be picking first. See our bans on our screen. With the Germany A usual big players are not here. Not sure how China gonna react to that. Might just banning out one of the easiest maps in the pool. And just spam hard maps. But even then there's Okura, which is like very high accuracy cap. But this map pool has 2 really hard maps. SV and the speed maps are really hard. Rise are also mostly much harder than the last week. And has subtly even mixed in some 1 foot or some of the picks. So Hybrid and LN are definitely more of the comfort zone for this pool. And we already see the German players has no confidence in this match. Can't blame them. They're just against a super rough team. And because we're in top 16, so teams do have two chances. You can lose once and you will be in the loser brackets, and there's still a chance for you to come back. It's not over just yet. So Germany could still play next week. It's all China. No one's gonna get eliminated, but it's looking like Germany A is in rough position. First ban gonna be actual procs, not added. Banning out the Rise 3 map and the very rough SV map, Oki-san. Oki map. Not Oki map, but the Oki-san. Being banned out, the only 2 maps not made by Jaye. And seeing SV being banned out, very expected. I don't think we have seen SV that much throughout the entire tournament. Can't blame people. And has been a thing for most mania match that I watched. There's literally no one wanted to touch the SV pick. We do have the New Zealand versus Australia A versus Peru playing the SV map though. And we do see some of the players really struggle on that pick, so very expected ban from them. I'm gonna see one of the more easier maps on the pool, starting with LM1, Lornots. And a lot more shields on. We don't have 321 BPM noise blasting throughout the entire zone. And a map by Jaye, which is in most of the pool. And actually it's the roll pick. I mean, can't blame them. We're gonna see players swapping slots now. You're gonna see Lies Beguvi and we love you Minato for the Chinese team. And the only 2 available players for the Germany A, you're gonna see them for the entire match. And got quite a bit of a funky upset song right here. And lies Bigavi. Lies Bigavi. A player that I have only seen a little bit. He's mostly a speed player in Taiko as well. That does help in 1K Mania, after all. But instead, he's only swapping in the low notes category. And we do see both German players playing with high scroll speed. And then Chinese players are playing in medium scroll speed. Minato being a little bit quicker than Lai. But so far, the accuracy battle are in favor of the Chinese team. Due to that no-name points down to 98% so far. Now on to the dubstep wop session. It's gonna be a lot more rough timing that you just release your 1 key. Do you see that no-name boy dropping a 200 there? Still able to hold on with FC. But we can see his score is dipping down a lot due to the accuracy dip by him. Acrium is still able to follow both Chinese players, but both Chinese players are on crack right now. 99.78 from Minato especially. Oh, come on, Thomas. Please give me his Chinese name. Please give me his Chinese name. I cannot pronounce Lies BGV for the entire game. I'm gonna see Minato just crack. Oh, you call him by his profile and then score 3-1 double S from Minato. Damn. What a crazy performance from Ram. I guess according to the profile, is it the profile picture he has right now? Okay, 奶茶哥. Okay, thank you. 寿司哥 or 奶茶哥. Okay, sushi guy. I'm gonna call him sushi guy. Sushi go with 3-200 play. Beats out both the German players. Both the German players able to FC the map. Unfortunately, they are against a very rough team. And an RC pick, Rice 2 pick, Nepheus from the Chinese team. And they are ready to strike. And Sushi Guy and Minato still in the Chinese team after taking the first point. And again, Sobsuga with a very low scroll speed last map. Let's see, will it be the same? And both German players will have a very high scroll speed. It's gonna be the same. I do believe, with my limited mania knowledge, I don't think many players swap the scroll speed in terms of due to the map, because of the map being trolled. But now we're gonna get into actual Rise, and Araquium finding a break, and looks like having a lot of trouble. That no-name as well. It's a team reset from Germany A. It's only the start of the map, and China is already killing it with a score V2 double from Minato. I know you're a crack Taiko player and a Mania player even. What is this act? He's literally on 1. He managed to recover to an SS. He finally dropped his second not Rainbow 300. The fourth one. He's on 99.99. And Sosuke is on 99.97. And that no-name boy is got a little bit of a rise speed cap on the forest section. Unfortunately, our Requiem also down to 92%. This is just an insane pick from China. This is a really performance from China. They're just destroying it. There's no chance. And Minato drops a lot of 300. Drops a lot of non-rainbow 300 on the burst. But man, the dude is rock solid on his score. Not giving any chance to another team. That no anymore finds a break again. If it wasn't over already, it's basically how much China can lead and how Minato is flexing on everyone else. Sosuke is closely following behind Minato. Very closely, but what is that ratio for Minato? And a double score V1 SS from the Chinese team. What can you do? That is so good. That's combined 33 yellow 300. This is just a Taiko. This is just a Taiko team. Yeah, this is an AGTS team. Liu Bei, I have not seen. Actually, Liu Bei might be the 5th AGTS player. He might have played. She might have played AGTS before. I do. I'm not too sure. Have Liu Bei play AGTS before, but yeah, she's also really good at Taiko, especially speed. No mod play as well. She likes playing no mod, and do you believe that contributes some score? She can definitely contribute something. But we'll see. So far, the 2 Chinese players are destroying the map pool. We're gonna see Hybrid 3 as the next pick from Germany A, doing the rolling because I think they just skip out the entire. Actually, no, they did not skip out the rise. They still did. They still roll the entire map. Yes, it's going to be the Hybrid 3 map. Fragments.arc. Do you believe this map also have some chance for Germany A? It's not very speed maintainment, which I think China can just pick it. But they did not. And they're going for this pick instead. We do have United States C few hours ago with ELA Basel have 99.97 on Mathias, but Minato's score was just completely damn hard in the last map. This one though, it's a little bit different than the last Rise map. A lot less burst. The rhythm are also a lot less straightforward. We do see the Chinese team sort out their 2 players completely. Okura and Formless. So the more gimmicky team for China A. And Thomas, thanks for providing the AGTS new confirmation. So yes, all of these players in the AG has played AGTS before. So they have played in Taiko tournaments together. Might be really good friends, or at least talk to each other, and that's a good news for a good team, usually. And Punish also gave some info for his team. 1 all-mode player and then 4 mania players. I do assume everyone with the ELA is a mania player. And that no-name boy is the all-mode player. And certainly he's doing quite well for this map so far. Finds a break. Net long of burst. Acrium have a lot of trouble with that long of burst. Another short burst over there. Gonna claim Acrium once again. Once again, China just destroying every single map they play so far. A little bit of offbeat over there. Not claiming any 200s from Chinese team. They are still scoring. They are still scoring one SSing. 99.86 from Okura. Formless 99.79 dropped a little bit of 300 over there. A little bit 1/3 doublets. Claims that no-name boy. Once again, if it wasn't over already, it certainly has. And China can just build up from this both accuracy lead. And even combo lead as well. Now all eyes are just on both Chinese players. How high of a score they can maintain. Double break from Germany A. Trying their hardest on the map, but some of these reader sessions really claims their team. Akrim finding a break right at the ending, unfortunate buddy. And he knows that, yeah, we're just having fun. Finds a break in the cooldown session. And that's gonna be it. China on the 4th point streak. Breaking points again. 99.88 from Okura. 99.77 from Formless. And once again, two-way double S. Scoring double S from China. 95.77 from that no-name boy. And 93.03 from Acrium. 3-0 so far. And China could have their next pick. And if they want to be mean, they just can pick. They can just pick speed pick. Honestly, they might just keep staying on the Rise pool. Even though I do believe they should be capable of playing the entire map pool, quite frankly. But Rise seems like just flat out accuracy and consistency. How you watch Chinese teams trying to go for. However, there is still a melt banana song. Did he want to try to go for that? Also, kind of bit of the only two focus zones left on the pool. Melt banana and thank you. Scientists, they are asking for a timeout. Okay. And Taiko players play LNS good too. I mean, the first round was an LN map and it suits quite well. This is so funny. So, okay, so off topic. That was a team in Taiko World Cup this year. It was Canada versus Taiwan, and then Taiwan was just a flat out way better team on paper because they just have high skill cap, and then they were on a skill cap pool, and then Canada with one of their players shrunk, and then they were being 5-0 down, and then it was Taiwan's pick, and then Taiwan just asked, "Can we take a timeout?" Okay, so apparently I think they just want their entire team to play, so now we're gonna see Liu Bei joining in. This player, I have pronounced her name absolutely wrong for the 50th time. I always call her name Liu Bei, but it's actually Liu Bei. I'm sorry about that, and I think it's still on display stream. But yeah, she's coming. I do believe she'll do quite. She's quite a good speed player as well in Taiko. So now playing speed with Formless. Formless shows some insane score in the warm-up. And actually, that no-name boy was able to beat 2 Chinese players in the warm-up as well. So might be a chance for them. And they are sight reading. This is OD 9.5 by the way. It's
very high in terms of accuracy requirements. So yeah, Punish is on the chat because he's celebrating a birthday party for his cousin. So happy birthday to your cousin. But yes, so does Survey, but I'm not too sure whose Survey's celebrating for. We're gonna get into the speed density right out of the start of the gates, and already we are seeing a lot of struggle on this map. This is one of the hardest map in the entire pool. Lube is struggling a little bit on the SV, not the SV, the long of sections. Finding another break there. She's gonna be finding us another drop again. But both Germany players are struggling. Yeah, you can see this is one of the hardest maps in the entire pool. Another bursty session. Lube dropping quite a bit of accuracy, but the German team just traded with a miss. Formless is like on no one's land. Closely going back to 99% on this pick. Oh my god, look at him go. Handling these 240 BPM bursts like nothing. Lube slowly crawling back to the S. And both Germany A players are slowly crawling back as well in the slowdowns in the less dense session. But their scroll speed with the 240 BPM are making them finding a lot of struggles. Lube gonna be training with a brick as well. But Formless is just a machine. He is actually building accuracy in this spot. Oh my god. 99.09 and still growing. More bursty sessions. Lube starting to struggle. She's losing her stamina, dropping down to 93%. That no-name boy is actually closing back to Lube's distance. But yeah, this is just a rough map. And FC from Formless on a 99.13, 971k. Lube with the second place. On an A, 93.89%, really dropped in the second half of the map. And the two Germany players, that no-name boy and Araquium, on 88 and 86% respectively. Decent showing, but yeah, they can't play the map, honestly. This is just a rough map for them. But now, the hardest map of the entire pool is gone. They can pick something they're just more comfortable. And the Aaron pool and the hybrid pool is still screaming to them. If Germany A want to take a point, or even take back the match, it's their time. But they need to win at least 2 picks from China. And there are still 2 rice picks left for China. Formless is asking for SV, but it's gone. You're gonna see Germany A picking LN2. Very fair choice. They are not rolling for their pick. And going for something that's more gimmicky, but not SV. Could be something that Germany A can go for, because China has been destroying the speed, stamina, consistency picks with Minato and Sousuga are just extremely high in terms of accuracy. But now onto LN, something that's more different. Even though China did take the first LN point, but it's the closest for this match. We do see Formless and Minato back on the board. Minato back on the board. with an impressive performance on No More 2, but this time it's LN. Can We Love You Minato replicate the performance? Once again, that no-name boy and Requiem picking something that's a lot more comfy. It's their shot to take the match. First burst, Requiem finding quite a bit of truck, but so does Minato. Formless put some funny mods. Mira definitely helps in one key, definitely. And that no-name boy finding a little bit of drop so far. Not handling too well on the sliders. Another drop from him. Formless with the funny mod. Still with the top score though. Minato does show a little bit of weakness for the Chinese team. A little bit lower score than everyone and the maps that he played so far. On to 19.8.9. So we do see this is definitely one of the more Chinese team weaker skill sets. And Requiem is actually very close here for Minato. I do believe Germany A have their full roster. This might be the pick for them to take. But unfortunately, they are down 3 players, and this pick ends in a blink of an eye. Requiem with the early burst drop let his scores drop a little bit lower than Minato. And with that, on the last part, China gonna be sealing the deal on the last pick, ending the match on a 5-0 sweep. Unfortunate case for Germany A missing a lot of their players, but thankfully this won't be the last match they played. They won't lose out like that. They still have the loser bracket match, because now we're in round of 16 brackets. We do have two brackets. If you lose once, you're not out just yet. So Germany A can come back next week stronger with the entire roster. Formless with 200s, I'm sorry. Minato with 5 200s and 2 misses with the second points, with the second place on board, and GG's for this match. Just a crazy performance from China, especially on maps that are more consistent. And China with the accuracy is gonna help them lead forward to next week, playing against, I do believe, the match between the 5th seeded team. We have the brackets here, thank you. It's gonna be between China and United States C in the lower brackets, and Germany A will be facing Canada B on the lower brackets. Once again, very close seedings for Canada B and Germany A. It's gonna be an interesting one. And China versus United States C. Also only 2 seed difference. So gonna be a very exciting one on the next week on the harder map pool. See how those 2 teams play out. And on the other hand, we have Japan versus Netherlands also ending the match on 5-0. With Japan being the #1 seeded team, of course, dominating the entire World Cup so far. Sweeps out the Netherlands. It's not a bad sweep though. I mean, Japan is just a god, so for this tournament so far. Can someone challenge them in later stage? We don't know. But before we talk about anything on the later stage, we have a match in 60 minutes. Malaysia versus Italy B upcoming. It's a bit more closer seeded. Italian Plumbers versus Malaysia. Gonna be a little bit closer seeded. We'll see how it plays out next week. That's not next week, in 60 minutes, 17 minutes. So we'll see you there. And my name is YonGin, and I won't be signing off. I'll probably still be here for the next match. So stay tuned. We'll see you guys in 60 minutes. Good day.